Welcome back to the MRP Easy Manufacturing Podcast. The complexity of inventory management multiplies with every new storage location you open. In this episode, we give a guide to multi-location inventory management to help you better manage inventory across multiple storage locations. Let's get started. What is multi-location inventory management? Multi-location inventory management means tracking and coordinating stock across multiple warehouses, distribution centers, or stores. If done effectively, it helps scaling companies reduce the risk of stockouts and overstocking, ensure timely deliveries to customers, and reduce operational and logistics costs. When is multi-location inventory management necessary? Stating the obvious, multi-location inventory management becomes necessary when you open a second storage location. But as opening new storage locations is an essential part of growing a business, you should start thinking about managing multiple locations as soon as you're setting up your first inventory system. It's difficult enough to balance high service levels and inventory costs in a single facility. However, this complexity is multiplied with each new storage location, especially in manufacturing, where you have to keep track of raw materials, work-in-process inventory, and finished goods. This is why an inventory management system should always be chosen with the future in mind. Even if you don't have multiple locations now, you can prevent many headaches if you implement a system that is capable of multi-site inventory management. Challenges of multi-location inventory management. While multi-location inventory management might save you from many headaches, it can also create some major migraines if done poorly, without an integrated system in place. As already said, managing stock across multiple sites adds layers of complexity, which can result in the following. Inconsistent data. Even in a single warehouse, keeping accurate inventory records is a challenge. Items get lost, shipments arrive late, and inventory counts don't always match inventory records. When you add different locations into the mix, those discrepancies often multiply. Without real-time synchronization, managers are left with conflicting data from different sites, with no clear picture of actual stock levels across the supply chain. Inventory level imbalances. A common issue when managing inventory across multiple warehouse locations is the uneven distribution of stock. Some warehouse locations may end up with excess inventory that ties up capital, while others are experiencing constant stockouts. Without a centralized overview of stock levels at different locations, distributing inventory efficiently between the facilities can become exceedingly difficult. Stock transfer complications. Moving items between different locations can be surprisingly complex without integrated systems. If transfers aren't logged instantly and accurately, inventory records become jumbled, making it difficult to know where your items actually are. Over time, these complications disrupt the supply chain and add unnecessary steps to what should be a straightforward process. Bad inventory visibility. With just one location, visibility issues might mean not knowing which item was stored on which rack. When you manage different sites, poor visibility means you don't know which location has the stock at all. This lack of real-time inventory tracking makes it difficult to spot which warehouse has excess inventory and which is running low, slowing down order fulfillment, increasing costs, and losing business. Increased costs. Every inefficiency in inventory management ultimately results in higher costs. Excess inventory at one warehouse location increases carrying expenses, while shortages elsewhere trigger expedited shipping or emergency replenishment orders, which often cost more than regular replenishment. Manual spreadsheet processes also waste staff time on repetitive inventory counts and reconciliations across different sites. Add in delays in order fulfillment caused by inaccurate inventory records, and the result is a cash sinkhole that slowly eats your profits away. Reduced scalability. What works for a business with one or two warehouse locations quickly breaks down as operations grow. Spreadsheets and manual tracking inventory methods can't keep up with multiple facilities, higher volumes, and the need for real-time data across different locations. The larger the network, the more discrepancies appear, the harder it is to forecast accurately and the less efficient stock replenishment becomes. Without integrated inventory tracking tools, scaling up just creates chaos, limiting growth instead of supporting it. What are some best practices for multi-location inventory management? Of course, managing inventory in multiple locations doesn't have to end in chaos and tears. Adopting the right strategies and tools early on will help you survive even if you scale into dozens of locations. Here are some best practices to follow. Implement multi-location inventory management software. The foundation of every efficient multi-location inventory operation is an integrated inventory solution, or ERP system, that provides a real-time overview of stock levels, purchases, and shipments across all your sites. Inventory and manufacturing solutions such as MRP Easy enable you to easily manage inventory across sites and streamline operations with functionality such as barcoding, reorder points, safety stock, lot tracking, and much more. Automate where possible. Automation reduces manual administrative tasks and minimizes human error. By setting reorder points in your inventory software, you get automatic notifications when stock levels fall below a threshold. Barcode-based tracking systems help automate receiving, transfers, and order fulfillment, ensuring accuracy throughout the process. The more you automate, the more you can improve inventory control and free up staff for higher value work. Establish clear SOPs. Even the best software won't help if every site follows its own rules. Standard operating procedures for receiving, transfers, inventory counts, and reporting ensure consistency across all warehouse locations. These SOPs should be integrated with your inventory management software so every action is logged and traceable, improving accountability and compliance. Use historical data to forecast demand. Accurate forecasting is essential to avoid excess stock and shortages. By analyzing historical inventory usage data within your ERP or inventory software, you can forecast demand by location and set smarter reorder points. Conduct regular audits. Even with automation and real-time tracking, discrepancies can occur. Regular audits and cycle counts help keep inventory records accurate and catch issues early. A good tracking system makes these audits easier by providing detailed movement logs and site-level stock data. Track metrics to improve processes. Finally, multi-location inventory management should be treated as an ongoing optimization process. Modern ERP and inventory solutions provide a wealth of inventory metrics to track. Regularly reviewing these KPIs helps identify inefficiencies, improve supply chain management, and ensure your strategy and capabilities grow alongside your business. That wraps up this episode of the MRP Easy podcast. For more information, go to mrpeasy.com. Thanks for tuning in.